Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. And today it's going to be a Carbot cast featuring Whiteraw and Yosh. Whiteraw is our very famous, very beloved Ukrainian player. He is Protoss, and Yosh is an American Terran player. Been a while since a Carbot replay, so I figured I would cast one at the request of people who requested one in the comments of a few videos that I have posted recently. So left side of Heartbreak Ridge, it is Yosh. He is our teal, kind of greenish Terran player from America. And on the right side, it is Whiteraw. Love this dude. He's fantastic. Very fun. Again, very personable. Everybody loves Whiteraw. Nobody dislikes Whiteraw at all. It's a good time. Yosh was part of the Twilights of Templar clan back in the day. This is a bit of an older replay for sure, maybe 2008, 2009 or so. I figured I'd toss one up. It's been a while. So, a PvT here on Heartbreak Ridge. We cast a bunch of games involving Zerg on this map, and it can be a little bit hard for Zerg to keep up economically just because there aren't a lot of places to expand, and your expansion patterns are intended to go kind of up along this top side or this bottom side. So your proximity to the enemy is something you really can't avoid as you're expanding as a Zerg player. But for Terran, we'll see what we get here, right? For a Protoss and Terran play. Yeah, just counting for like a proxy out here, maybe a weird proxy 2-gate, cannon rush perhaps. Whiteraw has been known for special tactics, including drops, including proxies, including all of the many things Protoss can do to get out there and really screw with you in the early game. But right here, you know, gateway up at home, into gas, gonna get a cyber core, and then expand, playing it pretty safe here against Yosh, who is spamming 400 APM. What up, my guy? 400 APMing here. I think he's intended to, like, make his name after Yoshi? Or is he Yosh intended to mean something else entirely? Does Yosh mean something on its own? I'm gonna Google it real quick. Yosh. Yosh. Well, no. Why do Japanese say Yosh? Oh, in Japanese, Yosh means alright. It's often an expression used when you're ready to do something. Alright, let's go. Or it can mean something's okay. As in, that's alright too. So that's Yosh. Oh, okay. Cool. Hey, Falcon, you want to cast a Carbot cast for me? Yosh. That's what it means. Look at us learning things today. Always a good time. So yeah, cyber core before expand. On the other side of things, looks like we're going to factory this thing. Supply depot coming in. Still no expansion yet. Marine, keeping that probe out. Cyber core, blink, 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 blinking. Upgrading for that singularity charge. Yosh says, I'd rather not have ranged Dragoons show up before I get a factory out, so let's get a factory now, perhaps. Come on. Oh, I lied. It's over here. It's already on the way. It was behind the mini-map. Production tab would have told me if I'd looked more closely at that. Anyway, yeah. I was like, factory timing is now, and then he melts his supply depot. But he already had a factory coming in because he's good. Okay. This probe's like, I just want to know when you're going to expand, sir. Is this going to be some kind of a 2-factory siege tank marine style push as you constantly make marines here? Maybe. Pretty dangerous stuff. Ah, Steve the SCV, run. Run for it, Steve the SCV. Again, this is a Carbot cast. If you don't know who Carbot is, check him out. I'll put a link to his YouTube channel in the description, okay? He did a ton of Carbot StarCraft stuff back in the day. Really excellent animator, very funny guy too. Funny writer for the cartoons that he makes. Oh, is that probe getting in? Ah, probe, sneaky. Sneaky Petey the probe getting on in here. Sees, okay, all right. Still have that gas coming in. Normal stuff here from Yosh. And so it's safe to expand. Whiteraw's got enough money for it. Gonna pop right on over. Whoop, warp it in. So yeah, he does StarCraft, yes. So here we go. A single Dragoon shows up, but 4 Marines should be able to handle this guy. A siege tank's gonna pop out here any second. So shouldn't be much of a problem. I don't think for Yosh. Like, second Dragoon shows up here, but got these Marines, got a siege tank out. Researching anything? Nope, just using the machine shop for the siege tank. Might want to try to throw up a bunker here. Oh yeah, siege tank chasing you. Ow! Ow, big chunks. Big chunks. This is really good Dragoon micro, though. Did kill an SCV. Hasn't lost a Dragoon yet. So pull back. Maybe build a bunker, then build a command center. Gonna build an engineering bay. Okay. Worried about DTs potentially here, but now there's 2 siege tanks out. Siege mode's on the way. Okay, yeah. Oh, he almost got that Dragoon. He target fired the one at the back in particular. Took it down to 4 HP. That was close. White-Raw heading on home. Second base finishing up from White-Raw. Production tab says command center is here. So yeah, it's going to float on down. Everything's okay from Yosh here as well. He's not one base in it. He's getting a second base down a little bit later than the Protoss, but you're going to be more cost efficient with the mech anyway, so no big deal. Getting some turrets up. Worried about the potential of drops. Robotics facility on the way, or actually done now. Going to get an observatory out because spider mines are a major threat here too. So detection just kind of comes with the territory in PvT in the first 6 minutes. You got to worry about spider mines. You got to worry about drops. You're going to get missile turrets, which are detectors as well. Maybe you're not necessarily worried about DTs, but hey, missile turrets do both of the things for you, don't they? I'm going to mine through here. Yeah, to get a third base with easier access along this back way, this high ground, up along here. I like it. I like it from White-Raw quite a bit. But yeah, Carbot, not really making StarCraft content anymore, but there's a ton of it to go back and watch if you're interested. He's doing more things like Elden Ring right now. It's Elden Ring, it's Diablo 4 stuff he's been working on. He's talking about doing some Baldur's Gate stuff too, which is very fun. Look at this line of Dragoons. Oh man, if you just walked over here, Stutter stepped in, bam, took down that siege tank, bam, started firing on this command center. That could hurt a lot, but he's really worried about vultures, man. And I'm not convinced that he should be, I suppose, is what I'm trying to say here. Yeah, White-Raw is taking Yosh very seriously. Academy on the way. Comsat, probably not going to work on anything like Stim or Firebats because the production tab tells us siege tanks and vultures are on the way. Vulture speed coming in before spider mines. Out of Yosh. Intriguing. Templar Archives warping in from White-Raw here. All's well that ends well. Oh man, White-Raw flew an obs directly into a missile turret. Didn't change course at all. Rest in peace there. So now the vultures are like, well, I guess we could sneak in here. Oh, got some idle workers down there. You go. Get them to work. Get them to work. Dragoons are like, is there maybe a base sneaking up here for a third? No. Cool. That's good. Good for me. As my third base warps in now that I've added that access. Easier access to it. Yeah, Engine Bay floating up here. We're not working on upgrades with it, so we're going to use it to see if drops are coming in. Again, White-Raw special tactics are pretty normal. Zealot legs on the way. And a third CC on the way now from the Terran. So Yosh just, casually taking it in here, not being... He's being pretty active with the vultures, but there's really nothing to do with them is the problem. I mean, I guess you could YOLO them in here. I think if you ran them into the main base, they'd probably die. But I mean, being active, killing probes with your vultures is something you really need to be doing in a TVP from the Terran perspective. Is he working on... No, there's no way he doesn't have... Okay, he does have spider mines. He's throwing them down now. Maybe it just finished. Nope, there's one over here and one over here. There have been spider mines for a minute. Another obs comes over. Is he building a turret right? No. I can't click on the stupid... It's got to be... That footprint is turret. Yeah, so White-Raw's like, hold on. Just get out of your way real quick, Mr. Missile Turret. No problem. Yeah, look at this hard wall up here, too, against Vulture Harass. White Raw is pretty well preparing for the harassment of the Vultures. We've got High Templar out, Storm's on the way, Charon Boosters coming in. Everything looks good. Looking good for a PvT on a Saturday in the Carbot style. Excellent. Very good stuff. Yeah, just more and more turrets. They're both worried about drops. Like, for a while, White Raw had some Dragoons in here. Worried about drops. Maybe worried about something crazy like Wraith Harass, potentially, but none of that came. I don't think a single worker has died except for one SCV that was killed by Dragoon stuff earlier, but other than that, workers are good. 54 to 54 workers on each side here. SCV and pro production is nice. There is a Stargate coming in. Whether that's going to be for carriers or not, we don't know yet. That's what the scans are for, Yosh. So your third base, pretty normal stuff. It's when you start getting your fourth base, things get weird on ya. Could you just... Alright, let's see if we get a Fleet Beacon or a second Stargate here. Forge, Arbiter, Tribunal. Okay, so we're just arbitering our way here. Always good to see that from the Protoss perspective. Throwing down stasis on tanks and vultures is an incredibly useful tool to defeating your Terran opponent. Not entirely necessary. You can win this without arbiters, but it always makes it a bit easier. Vultures are like, aha, you are getting a fourth base up here. Die, probe, die. Vulture's like, check here. No? Okay, throw down a little happy Spider Mine. Look how happy Spider Mines are in Carbot. The happiest. Look at the Vulture guys with their teal do-rags tied behind their heads. Their sunglasses looking so cool. I like it. Zealots are always angry. High Templar are always angry. Ah, the Carbot. It's a good time. That's right. Who you looking at? Says this Zealot. So no real big battles yet. First 12 minutes into this game, gotta say. That's okay. No need to stress about lack of big battles. We're doing all right here in Carbot, StarCraft town. White Raw's at 172 supply, which is getting close to virtually maxed out. I say about 185 is where you're maxed out. He is supply blocked. Making a couple pylons, though. There you go. Getting out of that supply block. Lickety-split. So yeah, absolutely zero work was done to reduce the number of siege tanks in this game. White Raw didn't do it. Siege tank count is as big as it's going to be with someone who just sat back and macroed forever on their own. Like, as practice. So this is a problem for White Raw. Now, is he just the better player is the question. Yeah, one cannon is not enough to save your probes from the harassment and the justice of these vultures. Dragoons are like, oh, we were covering this top left side. We didn't do enough to cover the fourth, and we lost a lot of probes in the process. 67 SCVs to 63 probes right now. EMP getting researched. Ooh, hallucination. We don't see hallucination a lot in StarCraft games, do we? Oh, it's to be some hallucinated arbiter shenanigans. Always a big fan of that. Not as common as I feel like I would want it to be. Yeah, I mean, White Raw just casually taking a fifth. 3-basing Terrans, sitting around, doing a little bit of Vulture harass. Yeah. Spider mining up these bases. Not really, might have spider mined these ones up, but they got killed by the Dragoons. So who's going to make our first move here? Air weapons getting researched and recall coming in. Spider mine, I don't think connected there. Lost in obs, replacement obs on the way. Deal with these annoying spider mines. Good high ground position attacking into these missile turrets, making an arbiter access point here. Very nice. Big fan. Yeah, keep waiting to see if there's any indication of carriers here, but there's really not. So White Raw sitting back, maxed out, 190 supply. It's like, okay, if I could just keep the Terran on 3 bases while I sit on 5 bases, maybe even get a 6th base or a 7th base. Yeah, scanning to see if carrier potential is happening, and no, does not see any indication that's what's going on. Although, what's this probe doing? Probe. Firing up 2 Arbiters at a time, though, so there are multiple Stargates involved. Yeah, see the 2. And he throws up a fleet beacon. Okay, here we go. After the scan, he throws up the fleet beacon and says, what I'm going to do is maybe throw away all this supply, trying to take down this 3rd base, or doing some kind of a recall into the Terran base, crippling him. While he's trying to get back on his feet, we're going to go carriers. I think that's the plan here from White Raw's perspective at about 15 minutes. Because, yeah, that fleet beacon is coming soon. Coming down the pipe. Is Yosh going to move out? We're going to see a bunch of hallucinated Arbiters try to cruise on in here. Where are the high... There's some High Templar. There it is. There it is. Hallucinated Arbiters. Send those in first. EMP will destroy a hallucinated Arbiter immediately. Oh, is he going? Is he going? He's moving. And going to EMP as soon as that recall comes in. Oh, the recall! Recall! Inside the main base of Yosh. SCVs got pulled out of there already. Hallucinated Arbiters allowed it to happen. Spider-Mine's connecting on Zealots as they're trying to run about, causing all sorts of problems. They're running into responding units, Vultures, and tanks. Trying to shut this thing down as well. Oh, they sniped an armory. Denied an upgrade. All right. I think they denied +3. They denied +3 attack on that. Beautiful denial with the target fire, but everything dies. So guess what we're making with the supply we have now? Carriers. That's right. Carriers it is. Like I said, recalls into the main base. I guess not like I said now, but like I say a lot. Recalls into the main base don't usually go super well. I like this one better. Into the 3rd base. Oh yeah, kill as many SCVs as you can. Priority number 2 is attacking supply depots, maybe going after the command center, or just letting your Dragoons attack whatever they want without really caring too much what they're targeting. Oh, did he? What the heck? Where did this guy come from? Is there some kind of a attempt at a storm drop back here? Something. It is 46 SCVs to 66 probes right now. Not ideal. Oh, these Dragoons. Look at that. You're missing attacks because the tank is behind a tree. But not missing enough of them to keep the tank alive. I can tell you that much. Yeah, I would be sitting back here out of tank range, attacking just missile turrets. Missile turrets, supply depots, try to supply block the Terran player. Yosh says, all right, enough of this. This is ridiculous. Time to move out. If he can get up here and take these bases away from White Raw, he can win this game. He can do it. Okay, Vultures. Tanks moving up to the position to wipe out this base. White Raw is like, oh boy. Well, getting carrier capacity. I have pretty well denied this 3rd base of Yosh. So you know what? Even if I lose the 4th and the 5th, it's still a 3-basing Protoss versus a 2-basing Terran, and I'm okay. Got a bunch of money in the bank, 6,000 minerals, a lot of Zealots. Yeah, I'm White Raw. I'm just waiting for him to make a move to try to defend these bases. It's not happening. Get the probes out of there, White Raw. Nope. Probes die. Might as well run them over here. I know this base is going to die. Those probes had an evacuation strategy they just didn't use. Oh, look who knows. Look who knows it's carriers now. Getting Wraith Cloak is Yosh. Okay, this is sort of working out for him. Going to send a couple tanks to wipe out this base. Maybe, you know, maybe don't wander directly into cannon range. There you go. Good man. Good man. Got another recall left side, bringing some storm along, too. This game's getting crazy. The first 15 minutes were pretty slow, but, man, when it ramped up, it ramped up. Look at this. Oh, that 2nd armory dies, but +3 armor plating was already done, so didn't deny that. That's okay. Look at these Dragoons just denying the 3rd base from landing at all. Storm on these Goliaths. Every Goliath that dies is going to make the carriers even more effective. Top left base is not being directly target fired. This is giving Whiterot a little more income than maybe he should have right now. We have an EMP for this Archon. Not necessary because it's not out yet, and it's going to die before it's out. Yeah, there we go. Where'd that Arbiter go? Arbiter, did it fly into the turrets and die? Possibly. Nope, there's an Arbiter down here. I don't think that's the same one, though. Many Arbiters in this game. Okay, finally firing, kind of. Sort of firing on the Nexus here. If Whiterot could save that, that'd be amazing. Look at him expanding 6 o'clock, though. 6 o'clock expand happening. Working on air attack upgrades. Wraiths being produced, but Yosh doesn't have a ton of money to produce Wraiths right now. It's another scan. He sees something. Yeah, he's heading down with his mass of siege tanks. Million zealots on defense here at the 6 o'clock base. Whiterot's trying to take. Ooh, Yosh is going to expand up here. I like it. All right, here we go. Zealots. Oh, caught a direct EMP to the face. But if they can wipe out enough of the air here, the siege tanks are useless against the incoming carrier threat. All right, carriers. Nom, 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 nom. Goliaths are like, we're trying to get in there, but your siege tank fat butts are keeping us from getting up to the front. Land your command center, sir. In all of this chaos, I know it's asking a lot, but land. Oh, he's going to lose the third CC. The Dragoons, he didn't clear him out. He didn't clear him out. The tragedy. All right, Goliaths are starting to get some body shots on these carriers. Might actually get one. All right, a carrier down is a carrier down. Oh, Yosh took the 12 o'clock and top left. Yosh, he's only at 29 SCVs, but he's put himself in a much better economic position than he was just about 3 minutes ago by wiping out these bases of Whiterot. Losing his third is not as big of a deal, but man, this fourth base of Whiterot pretty good. He does want the gas for carrier production for sure, but yeah, if we split the map in half, Yosh is okay with that. Yosh is 100% on board with splitting the map in half. He needs more workers. He's sitting at 29 SCVs right now. He's not producing any. He needs all 4 of his command centers to be producing SCVs nonstop right now. He needs to get up to a closer 55, maybe, 55 is probably as many as you want to get right now in this match at 55 workers. Yeah, I don't like that he's sitting at 29 and is apparently kind of okay with that. Oh, Arbiter caught the EMP. Okay. Tried to sneak around. Did get spotted by Yosh and is straight up gonna die. Okay, Yosh. This is a good game. This Yosh player is pretty good. And by die, I mean stay alive with 14 HP because it wasn't chased down. That's going to come back and bite him. That's going to be a major, major problem. Yeah, Whiterot's just sending zealots into different bases. See what we're dealing with. Carrier upgrades are +2 attack, +1 armor or plating. Zealots are at 3 attack, +1 armor. And yeah, this third base is just not coming back. I'm not sure Yosh showed a ton of interest in retaking it. More and more carriers in production here. It is the hybrid carrier play. It's not just carrier, it's carrier with Dragoons and Zealots and High Templar. Okay, EMP on the entire carrier ball. Sacked 1 science vessel for it. That seems okay. It's a good little high ground harass position. Goliaths really have a hard time getting up there and getting any body shots from this. But killing interceptors is it's, long term it's a thing. Is there an OBS in this group? Oh my gosh. I don't know if there's an OBS in this group. Did they just snipe it? Oh, did he see the Wraiths and be like, Hang on. Hang on. No, but seriously, there's not an observer with this group. You have cloaked wraiths! Get in there. Take them down. That Arbiter is getting that energy back. It takes a long while, but maybe could happen. Another recall from that same... Well, a recall attempt from that same Arbiter. A couple Zealots for a tank. Making trades out here. Has more money. I'm waiting for these Wraiths to do something. You had a golden opportunity. A new Obs just showed up. Now you have to snipe an Obs. If you're going to take this down, this is tough. This is a tough look for Yosh right now. I think he's been playing pretty well. But there's just these windows in StarCraft. If you don't take advantage of them, it can be really damaging to your, your chances to win the game. Look who's taking center. White Raw is. EMP. Ground Army. I don't know, doing super hot. That's a good storm, though. White Raw backs it out. The majority of this army is here. Never got that +3 attack either. I'm concerned about this. Hallucinated carriers on the play. Okay, that's funny because they don't hallucinate interceptors. So if you A-move with them, the carrier itself just flies into whatever you're attacking. Yeah, see? That's funny. Hallucinated Carbot carriers. I don't know if we've ever seen this before. No real anti-air up here to speak of. Just gonna snipe a few tanks, back it out as the Goliath found us. Oh man, massive hits. Dude, the hallucination in this game is glorious. I love it. White Raw, you're the best. You give us good entertainment. Still only 30 workers from Yosh. Maybe he knows what he's doing? Holding this center for White Raw is a big deal. He can just keep getting mineral income, keep replacing these interceptors eternally. And attacking interceptors will have no meaning for Yosh at all. It will give him no value. So killing the center's got to be a big deal. White Raw's trying to distract Yosh from the center by attacking the 12 o'clock base. But no. What is this? Oh, gosh. That is... Okay, Storm trying to keep these carriers alive, but... They took some serious body shots there. Oh my goodness. Trying to get another armory up to get that +3, which he realizes he's forgotten about now. Center Nexus is probably dead. Is it being focused? No, the tanks are unsieging and getting out of there. The Wraiths, though. No! Is there any detection? Where are the Obs? The Wraiths are having a great time. Oh my gosh. Give it. He's like, are there any Obs coming? No. Great. Every Terran player is so happy. This is... Oh, they'd never see this. Oh, crap. Obs came in. All right. Did his best to whittle that carrier count down. It's still 138 to 109 supply. Did not have the money to make a ton of Wraiths, unfortunately. That could have gone a lot better for him. He has no upgrades for the Wraith Seizure, which makes it even harder to deal with these carriers with their +1 shields and +2 plating upgrade. Yeah, it was a good effort, but I don't... CMP on the Arbiter. Yosh. Yeah, and if these Goliaths had +3 attack also. Nice Arbiter snipe. These carriers are just barely pulling back with almost no HP. And Dragoons wandering into a base that has been defended, against carriers, but not much of anything else. Center kill's good. 12 o'clock from Yosh is a disaster. Hey, he's up to 31 S... Oh, just kidding. He did make some SCVs eventually. This game is bananas. Well, I mean, the 12 o'clock base is alive, if entirely on fire. I don't... This is hard for me to call a winner here. Oh, look at White Raw expanding to Yosh's third. That's a great move. That is so good. I think, yeah, because Yosh is entirely given up on this thing. He just has no interest in it at all. Okay, Ob Snipe is good, because it means the Wraith... Oh, did he do it? No, is there another Ob somewhere? No? Oh, High Templar... Oh, there's a new Obs. High Templar walking into Spider Mines is good news. Oh, the Wraiths. Just not enough upgrades, not enough of them. Big fan of the strategy, but you have to do it better than was done here. Yeah, Yosh is down 180 to 99 supply. It's just the economic difference here has been massive. It's been 46 to 50 workers to 30 in favor of White Raw for a while now. With the bases to make it make sense, too. Not just, you know, 50 workers on 2 bases. Great back and forth, but I don't know if there's enough anti-air. There's a lot of Goliaths up here. Sure, they're getting stormed. Sure, a lot of Dragoons are dying. White Raw using this high ground, and the carrier micro is just beautiful. Does he need a scan? Does he have a scan available? He's got a scan. Scan up there, attack the bodies. It's almost, I don't know, I feel like sometimes his strategy is just to attack the interceptors. Intentionally. Yeah, so the tanks are still pretty much taken care of here. The tanks are holding down the ground aspect of this game. I don't know if Dragoons are just kind of wandering into this area and getting obliterated. Oh, there we go. Stutter stepping in, getting some body shots. If they had that +3, they'd be so much better. Storm up. No real micro on those Goliaths. Too many carriers left. I think that's it. Yeah, the last stand of Yosh. And White Raw gets in there, shuts it down, calls it a day. Good game. Great game. If Yosh gets more workers, gets better upgrades for his Wraiths, gets more of them, I think he has a much, much, much better time dealing with these carriers. And both those things are related, right? More workers, more income means more money he can throw at upgrades. In fairness, he did lose his armories too, so that slowed him down quite a bit. Did he ever get +3 attack? And he never did get +3 attack, despite replacing both of the armories. He never really did much with them. So, GG! White Raw is our winner. Oh, little stasis comes up. Yosh is being stubborn as all get out. Keeps losing command centers for real no reason. And that's it. Yosh GG's out. Our guy White Raw is our winner in 33 minutes and 48 seconds. Just a very patient win from White Raw. I mean, yeah, you know what I mean? That was great. He quickly took 5 bases, lost his newest 2 sources of income, which is disastrous for a lot of Protoss players in a TVP, right? But not for White Raw. He just casually takes a 4th base, kills the 3rd base of the Terran, and is like, okay, the map is kind of split in half here, but as long as I keep denying this 3rd base, I'm okay economically. And he was. He totally was okay economically for as long as he needed to. Got it done. Got the upgrades he wanted, +3 attack on the carriers, +1 plasma shields, +3 plating. So even if some Wraiths show up, if they don't have upgrades, they're not going to do much. And they didn't have upgrades, so they didn't do much. A little bit sloppy with observers, right? Probably could have had some more in there, so the race didn't do anything at all. But otherwise, great game from White Raw. Good hybrid, good example of how to do this. And Yosh had his chances. I think he's just lost too much economy and didn't replace it enough. 209,000 points to 255 for White Raw. APM 200 for White Raw. 328 rather for Yosh. Higher APM doesn't always mean a win. Outproducing the Terran by about a 2-to-1 ratio, out killing by less than that Yosh. Yeah, 63 to 60 buildings raised in favor of Whiterot is kind of a big deal. Not many probes died today. I mean, I guess a bunch of them did at the 4th and the 5th, but... And then outspending the Terran player by a full 22,000 resources in about 33 minutes. That'll do. That'll do quite nicely. All right, that was good. That was really, really good. So GG, well done. And that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered and a Carbot cast. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you like what you saw and what you heard today, you can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.